Shall I start? It is
Yeah,
okay?
ma'am. You can
Okay,
continue, ma'am.
okay, okay. So my topic is research issues in big data analytics. So before I enter into the topic, what is the importance of big data analytics? From the big data is nothing but huge amount of data which cannot process by our traditional processing tools. So this is the proper definitions for the big data. So big data is a collection of data. It may be any amount of data, but it cannot process by our traditional processing tools. Then why we are going to analyze the data means for making the decisions from the data. So from data to decisions, we are doing the analytical concept. So then advantages of the big data analytics, first one is the cost reductions. Of course, all the organizations are having its own budget. So we have to keep it in your mind for reduce the cost. So the first major part is cost reductions. Then it may be the faster. Even though we can do the large amount of data, by using large amount of data, we can do the processing in our traditional system, but it will take more time. In order to reduce that time consuming, we shifted into the big data concept. So faster, and for getting the better decision making, we are doing the big data analytics. Then third one is for delivering the new products and service for their own customers. So these are the three major part of this big data analytics. Then only we are going to do any research in this big data analytics. First one is the cost reductions, another one is the time consuming, then better decision making, then new products and service. So in these three angles, we are doing some research work in this topic. So this is the overview of my topic. So first one is introductions about big data analytics. What are the challenges in big data analytics? Then what are the open research issues available nowadays? Then what are the tools supported for doing our research? Then finally conclusions. Coming to the definition of the big data, it refers to huge volume of data that cannot be stored and processed using the traditional approach within the given time frame. So for that only we are going the big data analytics. Within the time we can't do by using the traditional tools. So big data analytics means it analyzes the collected data and find the patterns from it for decision making. So our objective of this big data analytics is for decision making. So this is the diagrammatic representation of the big data analytics. So here the big data, it's a collection of the data. It may be in different types. By doing the analytics, we can get some useful decisions for improving our profit or improving our organizations. Before you enter into the research topic, you have to clearly identify which part you are going to do the research. Then only you can continue the research in the correct manner. Otherwise, the time is waste of the time. The time is it takes more time. So before you enter into the research work, clearly identify which part you are going to do the research. So in the big data technology, there are two types: operational big data and analytical big data. Whether we are going to do the research work in operational big data or analytical big data, it is up to you. So these are the a few examples for operational big data. One is the ticket booking, that is online ticket booking. It may be a railway or it may be a flight booking or bus ticket booking, any type of ticket booking data. If you are doing some project, in this case means you go with this operational big data. Otherwise, social media. So clearly understand which type of data for your input of your project. Then online shopping is the another operational big data. Another one is the organization. Organization data is purely for any particular organization. Then analytical big data means here only we are getting some decision making. These are the few examples of analytical big data. One is the stock market, then weather forecasting, then medical field, then space missions. Here we are going to incorporate the predictive analysis. So whereas the previous one we can get the descriptive analysis, here only we are getting the predictive analysis. So two types of big data. One is the operational big data, another one is the analytical big data. So these are the some important points regarding the big data analytics. So what is the importance of big data analytics? What it has? What are the tools supported for big data analytics? Then what are the domains? Then what are the use cases and recent trends? These are the few topics regarding the big data analytics. So nowadays there is a sudden change in generating the data. So these are the few social medias. These are the sources of big data. So by using this sources of data, sources medium, the big data are generated huge amount. So in 2001, 0.79, and 2011, the data size is 1.20 zettabytes. So 2015, 7.90 into 2020, 35 zettabytes. So how much the data are generated nowadays, because all are using the smartphone. Even nowadays the school student can open their YouTube channel. So each and every person maintaining his own data in this era. So this is the another representations of the size of the data. So first of all, we start with the byte. In earlier days, we dominated by in the case of byte, then kilobyte, then megabyte. So the bracket 369 is nothing but a number of zeros. So mostly it is a multiples of 3. So kilobyte, then megabyte. So megabyte, imagine it is 8 bags of rice, whereas the byte means 1 grain of rice. Kilobyte means 1 cup of rice. You can imagine the size of the data. Then gigabyte, 3 semi trucks of the rice. Then terabytes, 2 container ships of rice. Then petabytes, zettabytes, then zettabytes, yottabytes, and protobytes. These are the size of the data. So in the desktop, we are up to desktop, we are having the megabyte. Then internet, terabyte. Then big data, exabyte. Now we are reaching the zettabytes. So this diagram gives the present scenario of the big data. It is too big to handle. Then coming to the analytical part, there are the major two types, and one more type is prescriptive analysis. The first traditional analytics is descriptive analysis. So descriptive analytics is give only the descriptions of the analytical data. So it will not give any future values. So it cannot predict any values, only for diagnose the analysis. But what is the use of the descriptive analysis? Means we can know the history of the past. By using this descriptive analysis, we can get any decision in future, but it will not say anything regarding the future. But being a human being, we can get some history of the data from the descriptive analysis. Whereas the predictive analysis means we can say which one is the best, which one is not best for our business. So it is a predictive analysis. For that, we are using the data science. Then data sets means data sets regarding the data sets in traditional analytics, limited data sets only. Then cleansed data, all the data are cleansed. Then it is used only the simple models. So it is very simple for doing the traditional analytics. Whereas coming to this big data analytics, here the data are large scale data sets, more types of data. Then raw data, we only going to cleaning the data. Then complex and more data models, that is complex data models. All are very difficult to handle the data in the case of big data analytics. Then it support the cautions, what happened and why. So it gives the correlation, what is the new insight, then more accurate in answers. So one more analysis is prescriptive analysis. That means it is mostly used in the business purpose. Prescriptive in the sense how a discount we can give for our customers. That from that we can improve our scale, sales limit. So pre-analysis here also. While you are doing the search, whether you are going to descriptive analytics or prescriptive analytics or predictive analysis. So before starting the research, clearly understood in what area you are going to pick up from.